No one around Major League Baseball is talking about this right now. And of course, I'm talking about the Toronto Blue Jays starting pitching rotation. And some pieces of their bullpen as well have been exceptional and have led to their 8-5 start, their first place placing in the AL East. And it's been a rocky start of the season for the Toronto Blue Jays. They've gotten swept. They've had lackluster production from the top of their order, but they're still first place in the AL East. And their pitching, which was a massive question mark coming into the season, has really stepped up and has allowed them to win baseball games and keep them in baseball games that they should not be in. So we'll break that down and much more on this episode of 3 Up, 3 Down. Welcome in, everybody, to 3 Up, 3 Down. I'm your host, Peter Vryonis, and the Toronto Blue Jays have been one of the more intriguing stories of this 2025 season thus far. We've seen the same kind of issues repeat themselves early on this season that were the glaring issues last year, and we've also seen a massive turnaround in terms of pitching output and pitching performance. So before we get into all of this, make sure to hit that subscribe button because a large percentage of you who are watching these videos aren't subscribed to the channel. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's been a great start to the season for the most part for the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, I've liked what I've seen, and a big reason for that is Kevin Gausman, who yesterday was shut down. No walks, 10 strikeouts, 8 innings pitched, only 4 hits given up, and an unearned run. Our ace is back. And that was from the Gate 14 podcast. Yeah, I was kind of surprised to not see Kevin Gausman get the nod on opening day, but didn't really matter. I mean, Jose Barrios, that outcome was kind of predictable. He's never been good on opening day, at least for the Toronto Blue Jays. So, Kevin Gausman has been great. He's not allowing base runners. He's not walking anybody. And his splitter looks great. It's the vertical movement on that has been exceptional, and he's picking up strikeouts. Maybe not in his first couple of starts, but yesterday he definitely had the strikeout pitch working. And the fastball, even though it was hovering only around 91, 92, 93 on a cold night in Boston, his location allowed him to get those 10 strikeouts. And one thing that I wanted to get to here is that the Blue Jays rotation has an American League best 2.54 earned run average. It's been very impressive. And this was a question mark coming into the season. I had faith in the bullpen, in the starting rotation, that is, because of the names that are still there, that have been there from the past, like Jose Barrios, Kevin Gausman, Chris Bassett, Max Scherzer was going to be a guy there too. And Bowden Francis, I really liked the way that he closed out the 2024 season. Wasn't great in the spring, but has started off on a nice foot here in 2025. So I was looking at all those names, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, this is going to be a very good rotation, barring an injury. And that injury happened in the first start for Max Scherzer. Who's going to step up now? Well, Easton Lucas has had 2 outings where he's went 5 innings and then 6 innings, and he has been unbelievable. The lefty has been really reliable thus far for the Toronto Blue Jays. Got to wait and see if it lasts, of course, but I've been a big fan of Easton Lucas. His calm presence on the mound has been evident, and he looks like he's been pitching in the big leagues for 10 years. Doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. And I really liked what I've seen out of him. So shout out to Easton Lucas for coming in for 2 starts and really doing a great job in relief of Max Scherzer. Scherzer has started to throw already, so we're not really, he's on his way back, but we're not sure of the exact timeline that we will be able to see him. So Max Scherzer should be on his way back, but the injury is lingering to his thumb. He's not 100%, and Easton Lucas has done more than enough to instill the confidence in the Blue Jays coaching staff to trust him for another start. So he's been great. The rotation as a whole has been great. And this guy, Jeff Hoffman, already picked up zero point 0.5 WAR this season, a WHIP under zero point 0.7. He's got 9 strikeouts and 7 1/3 innings pitched, and he came in yesterday and threw 2 innings in relief. So the game was tied 1-1 in the bottom of the ninth. You got the Red Sox coming up 1-2-3 in their order, sits them down. Masterful job there by Jeff Hoffman. Then he starts the bottom of the 10th inning with the Blue Jays in the lead. It's 2-1 at that point. So then Jeff Hoffman comes out for a second. No, it was still 1-1. It was actually still 1-1 at that point. My bad. So it was 1-1 at that point. Comes in, runner on second base, gets 3 outs yet again. So no run. We go on to the 11th inning. That is when the Blue Jays ultimately score a run. And that is when Nick Sandlin comes in and closes the game. So Jeff Hoffman picks up the win last night. Very impressive performance. He's been one of the best closers in baseball this season to start off the year, if not the best closer in baseball. And shout out to Jeff Hoffman, man, because that was a stroke of genius by Ross Atkins to bring him back. The guy that was drafted originally in the first round by the Toronto Blue Jays was let go by the Philadelphia Phillies, was not signed by the Baltimore Orioles because of some concerns over his shoulder. So the Blue Jays essentially swapped Jeff Hoffman for Jordan Romano, and that has worked out really well. Jordan Romano has not been doing well with the Philadelphia Phillies. I wish him all the best. He's a Canadian. He's a guy that I've always had an easy time rooting for, but it hasn't gone well for him thus far in 2025. Anyways, the Blue Jays pitching is the takeaway of this video. I really wanted to touch on them because they've been extremely impressive. It's been a group that has really held it together, and the offense has been a struggle. I mean, you have Bo, Vladdy, and Santander 1, 2, 3 in your lineup every night, and they haven't hit a home run, all 3 of them. So you're not getting the offensive production from your top dogs. I think Bo has been tearing the cover off the ball. I think Vladdy's starting to come around. Anthony Santander had a couple of good at-bats with nothing to show for it yesterday, but I think their luck is going to change. I'm not so sure about the bottom of the order. You were carried early offensively by a great start from Andres Jimenez. I don't know how sustainable that is. But the Blue Jays, top of the order, I think is going to figure it out. But can the rotation keep pitching the way that it has? Can the bullpen, the back end of the bullpen specifically, headlined by Chad Green, by Jimmy Garcia, by Jeff Hoffman, can they continue to do a great job in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings? That remains to be seen. But as of now, the pitching has been fantastic for the Jays, apart from a couple of lackluster performances. And they're 8-5. They have a good record. They're first in the AL East. They're doing a good job thus far. They're staying the course. And I've been very pleased with what I've been seeing. Let me know in the comments down below, though, what have been your thoughts on the Jays rotation and bullpen early on. And I'll see you all tomorrow.